What the fuck just happened? Chase Briscoe fucking sends it in the last couple of corners. He caught catching up to the leader, Tyler Reddick, as they caught lap traffic. He makes the slightest bit of fucking contact. Both him and Reddick spin off turn four. Reddick gets it together and fucking takes off. But Kyle Busch fucking steals the win. I guess that's double payback because at the end of stage two, when the red flag, because the red flag comes out at Bristol Dirt for the non-competition pits, when they were on pit road for rain, despite the fact that Briscoe and others pitted, Briscoe was still technically counted as the leader because the field was frozen, which caused a crap ton of controversy on NASCAR Twitter because everybody thought Kyle Busch was going to win because he was in the lead because he stayed out. And then Reddick could have fucking won it if they fucking called it because of rain at the end, back around 30 laps to go. Son of a. I'm not smashing my head against the wall again. Not like last night. Well, anyway, here I am. NASCAR Cup Series Bristol Dirt Race Review. We've already gotten through the intro, so I guess we might as well just jump right in. Make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future uploads. Make sure to use code ANJJ for free shipping on orders of 20 hours or more at Strictly Diecast. Make sure to use the link down below to steal vendors random fantasy picks if you have Twitter. Let's fucking get into this, shall we? Because, wow. I mean, first of all, props where props are due. NASCAR and the guy and the crew at Bristol, they fucking busted their asses to fucking get this race in all the way through, despite Mother Nature being a fucking bitch all fucking night. I, I just that is, I mean, that is fucking incredible. And uh, Reddick and Briscoe having a mature conversation, the things you love to see. I mean, legitimately, I'm watching this replay again here on Twitter, thanks to Nazareth. Briscoe fucking sends it in. He gets loose. His right rear taps to Reddick. Fucking and people are fucking slowing on the bottom, and then motherfucking Kyle Busch just comes out of nowhere and fucking steals it. You cannot fucking make that shit up, bro. You legitimately cannot fucking make that shit up. And Briscoe apparently said to Reddick that he was sorry that he wishes Reddick won that, man. That's class right there. Give Briscoe and Reddick props. That's class right there. But man, what a race this was. What a weekend. I mean, the truck race was pretty fucking good. And the cup race tonight was chaos plus Mother Nature plus dirt equals everything. Oh, and Michael McDowell's managed to get a top 10 finish out of it, which helped me in Steel Vander's random fantasy picks. Again, use the link in the description below to get your pick if you have Twitter. Back to back awesome finishes for me. Thank God. Let's get into it, shall we? So Cole Custer, he starts on the pole, and he had to pit early due to mud on the grill. NASCAR called a mandatory caution, quote unquote, so everyone can come down and clean the windshield and grill. It seemed like it was more of a Stuart Haas racing issue because not everybody was having the same issue. Almirola had pitted right as the caution came out. He got his lap back. Cole Custer and Kevin Harvick both a lap down, which was a little weird, but I thought they should have gotten their laps back, but whatever. Kyle Busch reporting, or Harvick's team reported that his car had been pushing water and there's a possibility that his issue wouldn't be fixed. Kyle Busch reporting that his car was running hot, but it was internal, not mud. Briscoe will bring out the caution, going for a spin after having a right rear tire go down, sliding up and possibly getting into the wall. Some teams would start reporting raindrops starting to fall. This is all during stage one, by the way. Cindric and Yaley make a little contact. And by the way, shout out to JJ Yaley. It's unfortunately how his night ended, but dude ran in the fucking top 10, like in the top 15 or 20 for a lot of the race. And also shout out Ty Dillon, who ran in the top 10 for a lot of the race. I think he pulled 10th out of his ass at the very end, too. That was awesome. Reddick had a bit of a save. Cindric and Jones make contact. And then the caution would come out for Justin Allgaier getting the wall on the last lap of stage one. So Kyle Larson, who was in the lead, he takes the stage one victory. Ty Dillon second, Christopher Bell third, Austin Dillon fourth, Kyle Busch fifth, Alex Bowman sixth, Joey Logano seventh, Tyler Reddick eighth, Ryan Blaney ninth, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 10th. At this point, it kind of looked like Larson was going to run away with it because of the fact that, because of how well he did in the first stage. But whoo boy, we were wrong. Like the truck race, stage cautions are non-competition, meaning the drivers can choose to stay out, but they would have to pit during the second stage. Um, and you come down pit road. If you're gonna pit, you park it. Once everybody's set, then you have time to work in the cars, and you don't lose spots coming out unless under penalty. Suarez, Chastain, and Briscoe would stay out. Custer and Ware still a lap down. Harvick gets the free pass. Allgaier's team was trying to look for another steering arm because theirs was bent. Unfortunately, his day would end up being done. They weren't able to replace it. Chastain does not get a good restart to begin stage two. Briscoe and Bell make some contact. Hamlin reports his car sputtering as if he's out of gas, and conveniently, Alex Bowman goes for a spin, bringing out the caution. It was hard to tell if Busch made contact with him, but Bowman did not get any damage, and Custer would get his lap back. Hamlin went to the garage. His night was done. We get another caution just a couple of laps later. Bowman, Gregson, LaJoie involved. Harvick shown with damage and right front tire all fucking skewed up. What happened was LaJoie spun first. It looked like he was on his own. Might have been three wide. He gets into Harrison Burton a little bit. Harrison Burton keeps it straight though. Harvick slows up immediately, and Gregson, who was behind him, he gets into him, and he manages to get the right side of the car up on top, or not all the way on top, but on the side of fucking Harvick's car. I'm not even joking. It's fucking incredibly insane. And Bowman got into the front of LaJoie Bez. LaJoie's already spun around. Harvick done for the night. We get going again. Brad Keselowski brings out the next caution. He goes for a spin after contact with Austin Dillon. Once again, Chastain doesn't go on the restart. We get a caution for lap 126 for debris just after the halfway mark. So the race was official at this point. Caution comes out again for Corey LaJoie, not a full lap after the restart. Wallace makes contact with Burton off the corner, which causes him to get LaJoie goes for a spin, and Chase Briscoe takes the stage 2 victory. Bell second, Daniel Suarez third, Elliott fourth, Kyle Busch fifth, Kyle Larson sixth, Joey Logano seventh, Michael McDowell eighth, Ryan Blaney ninth, and Tyler Reddick 10th. So here's where the controversy happened, or what would have been if the race had been called at this point. So Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski, Justin Haley, William Byron, Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace, Chris Buescher, Harrison Burton, Alex Bowman, JJ Yeley, Eric Almirola, Austin Cindric, and Cody Ware stayed out. What happened here? And everybody else pitted. Now after this, NASCAR brought everybody back down pit road, and they would red flag it because of rain. They had to wait for the rain to let up. What happened was everybody got confused, including the drivers and even the broadcast a little bit, as to what the fuck the rules were regarding timing and scoring, because Busch is now technically in the lead because he didn't pit, but Briscoe is still considered the leader because red flag rules. Basically meaning when the red flag comes out, the field is frozen. And that's what they do for these non-competition pit stops at Bristol Dirt. And they would do that. They do that for Knoxville and the trucks. I should mention that as well. The controversy here was that people was thinking that NASCAR is making shit up because, well, it'd be the NASCAR thing to do. But that being said, he was still Briscoe was still considered the leader. So if the race had been called at that point, Briscoe would have won, which would have pissed a lot of people off because saying Kyle Busch went whatever. Anyway, and Chastain would say under the red flag during interview that he may have an engine issue and may not be able to continue the race when it resumes, which it would, because the driver got called back to their cars around 9:36 p.m. Eastern time, and unfortunately Chastain's night was done. Reddick would take it 3 wide and take the lead after the restart. Kyle Busch gets loose and loses a bunch of spots. Briscoe and Bell make a little contact. Kyle Busch and Keselowski make a little contact. And then we get a caution for several drivers involved. Cody Ware gets sideways with potentially a little bit of help from Chase Elliott. Looked like he might have got dumped. Ware still stuck in front of them sideways. He gets bumped into by he's got Suarez or he's got Elliott right up on his side, and then Suarez got bumps into Elliott from behind. So now Jr. gets into Ware a little bit up on the top. Truex Jr. looked to get involved as well. Ware showed with the left front tire down. We get a caution another couple laps later for Eric Jones. He goes for a spin and hits the wall. He might have had a little bit of help from Cody Ware here. But then Cody Ware catches up to Chase Elliott and tried taking a swipe at him under caution and made a little contact too because he's pissed off that Elliott dumped him. Can't blame him. Logano makes contact with Reddick a little bit. Then the caution comes out for a Todd Gilliland spin. Gilliland was at the bottom of a four wide situation and spun on his own with no contact. Yes, you can go four wide at Bristol even in the dirt. It can happen. Burton and Stennis Jr. make a little contact. Blaney and Briscoe make some contact, then swap spots a few laps later. Then we get a caution for Ricky Stennis Jr. He gets in the wall and slows down. Caution may have also been for rain, but specifically for Stennis Jr. Bo Wallace would pit under caution here. The team working on the front of his car, though Wallace is pissed because they changed their mind on channel 2 of the team's radio, but didn't tell Bubba, and pit road wasn't open yet. Just, I feel bad for him because that pit crew has failed him majority of the season. He needs Booty Barker back so bad. And if you're wondering, Booty's still under suspension from the tire coming off back at Coda. Anyway, so we get going again. Austin Dillon brings out the next caution. His car dramatically slows, and the field has to get around him, and almost everybody did somehow. I mean, it's bad. Like a situation like that is bad enough at normal Bristol. At Bristol Dirt, though, But anyway, most of the field, and keep in mind, Dillon was actually running about top 10 too. So like, holy shit. Um, but Kurt Busch and Eric Almirola would get in the wall. Yaley might have gotten hit in the side by Dillon. He did. Kurt Busch comes down pit road with left rear suspension damage. Unfortunately, his and Dillon's night would be done, and the cars would get called to pit road. Red flag for rain again. When they got back going, though, Eric Almirola got sent to the back of the field for penalty. His team opening the hood under the restart or under the red flag, I should say. Um, Cars get refired once more. 24 laps to go with a restart. Logano and Kyle Busch make a little contact. And then, like I said in the intro, it came down to Reddick and Briscoe. And Reddick was holding him off. Briscoe caught him on the coming to the last lap. And then they go into 3 and 4 with some lap traffic on the bottom. And Briscoe just slid up, got into Reddick just enough with his right rear that caused Reddick to go around. Again, luckily Reddick was able to, he got it back around and then hightailed it, trying to try to get to the start finish line, but Kyle Busch stole it from him. He gets his first win in 2022, and Reddick, unfortunately, his first win will have to wait for another race. Luckily, Talladega is next week, so if he can survive there, maybe he can win. Who knows? But you gotta feel for Reddick because he's come close to winning a few times, and it's especially this season, he's going to get it at some point. Like it's fucking inevitable at this rate. He's going to get his first win soon. Um, but congrats to Kyle Busch. As far as the race goes itself, I understand people have their complaints. My thing is, wait until we get this race with Mother Nature not fucking getting involved. That would be nice. Um, but yeah. So, all that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you next time. Peace.